So it's a
Boom.
yeah, it's a seasonal outlook that kind of gives you an idea of it's going to be above average or below average as far as snow and temperatures. And we have a pretty similar setup to last year, where it looks like it's going to be another warm and fairly drier as far as the big picture goes, because we have a La Nina. So here's a look at that map. You can see a lot of those oranges there over the Carolinas. Then you have that blue up top towards the Pacific Northwest, signaling a cooler than average winter. And then it's very dry in the south. You could see there were all those browns, a drier or less snowier than average season there for the south. And it's a little bit wetter up to the Pacific Northwest. So the big driver of this is we have a pretty strong La Nina right now. A La Nina is an ocean oscillation. So in the Pacific Ocean, like way down towards South America, we have these trade winds that kind of push the ocean, okay? And usually it's going to push a lot of that warm water over across the Pacific, right? Well, when there's a La Nina, these winds are very strong, so it pushes a lot of that water out of the way, and then you get this cold pool, and you're left with some cold water in its wake. Well, that ocean thing interacts with the jet stream, or the path of storminess, or the fence between the warm air and the cold air. So you can see that fence goes up to the north, so that's going to take all the storms and the cooler air up to the Pacific Northwest and leave us with a drier and warmer pattern, because that fence is way too far to the north, right? So we typically wouldn't really get the snowstorms or the cold air to track through, okay? So that's the big picture setup. But when you talk about, that's the difference between weather and climate, when you talk about individual storms, you can still get snow in a La Nina season. I mean, last year we had a La Nina season and we got the whole season's worth of snow in that 1 month of January. Remember, we had over 4 inches of snow just last year. And I always love including this if you're dreaming of a white Christmas, because this is based on history, based on where we are in the Carolinas, what is our likelihood of a white Christmas? And it's only 2% because we sit so far south. And, you know, so again, when it comes to a snow forecast, you got to go north for the most part. Our whole list of white Christmases, there's only about 4, Tara.